Hello and welcome, my amazing Aries, for your January 2023 forecast. Now this is for Aries sun, moon, or rising. This is just to take a look at the kind of energy that we're going to be experiencing in the month of January, some of the themes that we might come across, and how we can best utilize this energy for our highest good, happiness, and well-being. Of course, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So let's jump into it, Aries. For the month of January, there is definitely a theme around work, direction, stress, and compromise. So let's look at this. We have the Two of Coins, the Balance card, the Five of Coins, the Renewal card. So much of what we are working on, this can be our career, our job, our day-to-day tasks and to do. We're really looking for some semblance of balance in our lives. Prioritization. Put what matters, what needs to be done at the top of your list, and everything else is a variable. Whenever you have the Five of Coins, we can be having a lot of fears regarding money, our sense of security, stability. And when we're like that, we tend to sometimes move into a victim mentality. We're being warned against this. We're not alone. There are solutions, but whenever we have so much going on, we can feel burnt out when we have a lot of ends that we have to meet, people that need us or that we have to support. It can be very stressful. We have it with the Renewal card. A reason that this is happening for you, Aries, is because you're being guided to reevaluate your position. Look how far you've come. Let's look at how you've been doing things, not right, not wrong, just how you've been doing them. And let's see what works and what hasn't worked, what needs to change, what needs to stop, and how can we kind of shift our path and our direction in a way that really balances our inner world, reduces our stress, and allows us to still accomplish the things we need to accomplish. There's more than one way to go about things, and this is more about working smarter, not harder. We have it with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Coins. It's really important that we review some of our motives and our decisions when it comes to our finances and our career. If we're feeling a little bogged down, we don't really feel motivated or valued in some way, this is not a time for you to be, down on yourself. It's a time for you to kind of step back out of any environments. That can be your work environment or even your own mental environment that might be a little harsh or critical at times. What we're looking for here is the long-term Aries. What are some things that we can set in motion? What are some actions that we can take that can secure us for that long-term stability? Maybe it might require you cutting back on some things. It might require you switching gears when it comes to career and work. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think when we get into these kinds of exhausted states, these states of overwhelm and uncertainty, it really is just because we're really stressed and we're kind of burnt out. And that can happen, Aries. We have a lot of energy. We tend to be gung-ho, but we can't burn the candle at both ends. So let us prioritize. Let's find some balance. Let's cut out what is not necessary. Let's perhaps pick up some new ways of approaching our work and our mentality. And let's do our best not to be critical or harsh on ourselves. We have it with the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Coins, and the Ten of Swords. Everything is going to be fine, Aries. I think you need a little bit of a rest. I think you might need a way of looking at your work, your finances, your stability, just your life and your plate overall in a way that's actually helpful and productive versus I just need to get this done and over with. Is that maybe that's not something we should be doing. Maybe we're overexerting or overcommitting ourselves. When you have with the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Coins, things are going to be okay with your money. It's going to be okay with the goals that you set. I think we're having this experience to shift that mindset, shift how we approach, shift how we look at things and what we value. And prioritize. We have it with the Ten of Swords. By the end of the month, things are going to start looking up. We're going to be finding those solutions. New opportunities are going to be presenting themselves because we're looking at it differently, because we've distinguished between our needs, our wants, and really recognize what we need, our body needs, our mind needs. It's probably a little bit of rest, Aries. And then you have it with the Wheel of Fortune. What a blessed card. You're going to notice by the end of the month, these amazing turns in good fortune and paths, doors opening up for your happiness and highest good. It's almost like these solutions that popped up because we took the time to slow down and reevaluate or reassess our approaches. You have it with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Coins. I think when it comes to this Ten of Wands, we have to really be careful with, moving too quickly and then not meeting the finish line. This is being able to delegate to other people, asking for help when you need it, Aries. and making sure that your work-life balance is at a healthy equilibrium, not too much of either one. You have it with the Seven of Coins. The universe wants to remind you that this is an endurance race, not a sprint. It's important for you to take the time to put in the energy, the money, the focus into the long term. What am I trying to grow here? What are my goals? What am I actually trying to cultivate? What am I trying to create and build? Don't try to get everything done at once, Aries. Pace yourself, make a nice little timeline, reverse engineer, and make sure that you're not going so fast that you lose motivation. You know, you lose momentum and you lose kind of a spirit for it. Whenever we have burnout, we're just like, forget it. I don't even want to do it anymore. And that's not the case here. The universe wants you to start out your new year slow and steady, right? That's what wins the race, Aries. And I know that's hard. That's my moon. I just like to get things done. Like, get it done, dusted. But when it comes to this can actually lead to more stress and as a result more blockages. So let's do one thing at a time. Let's focus, and whatever you're doing, whatever tasks are at hand, try to keep a more positive or even humorous approach. Like, if you're busy and you have all these goals and you're running with it and you're starting to burn out and feel overwhelmed, remember that this is something that you genuinely wanted to do. Try to laugh at it when things get tough. Try to be a little bit more compassionate with yourself when you're getting a little burnt out. Remember to listen to the needs of your body, Aries. You are a very physical sign. And so while, yes, working out and stuff might be your thing, you might want to just think of relaxation, some decompression, maybe some yoga versus HIIT, you know, something that's a little bit more soothing to the body. This is all really happening to switch your perspective. This is all really happening so that you can actually review and evaluate how you're going about things and how can I alter this in a way that's meaningful and good for me so that I can accomplish things in the long term and not get burnt out so easily. I know New Year's resolutions are a very popular thing, but let's try to do it in a little bit more bite-sized versus everything at once in the month of January. It's going to be a very blessed month, especially with your finances. It will come out of any kind of dark or hard spot. Opportunities are going to arise because of this perspective switch, things perhaps that you might not have even had seen if you hadn't looked at things in a different way. And you're going to embrace these things, which is going to allow for an incredibly positive change in your finances and your career areas. I'm really excited for this month of January, being an Aries moon myself. Just remember to pace yourself. Remember to watch those internal criticisms. Remove any kinds of environments where motives might not be the best or people might be a little bit judgy or harsh. Remove those people and environments from your life so that you can have one less stressful thing and regroup, reorganize, reevaluate, shift, and move forward from there. I hope this serves you, Aries. I hope you have a beautiful January 2023, and I'll see you next month for next month's forecast. Take care.